All right, let's go to the best wide receiver in college football still. I think the stat went, Kay, where you were a month out and you were still leading the SEC in touchdowns. Did you have any idea how dominant your game was the first early part of the season?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of started off on the right track, and I feel like without the injury, it would have been even better. And it would have been no question about who the Biletnikoff was for.
I think you would have probably been invited to the Heisman, sir. I really do. I think that you were on pace to probably be in the discussion of somebody that like can change the game. Just the capacity in which you were. I mean, like I said, you were leading the conference in touchdowns a month after you were hurt. How is your injury? Where are you at on your rehabilitation?
I'm just doing rehab every day. It's getting better slowly but surely.
A lot of people saw you at the Westgate game last night, moving around. What part of the process are you in rehab?
I just started walking on it probably like a week or two ago. So I'm kind of deep into the rehab process.
What has this been like for you? This part of all of this coaching changes at LSU, going through the rehab. What's the last month and a half of your life been like?
It's just been a lot. I'm just taking everything day by day, seeing what everybody's plan is coming in.
Have you had a chance to sit down with Brian Kelly?
Yeah, I sat down with him once.
How was that conversation?
It was good. Kind of just talked about football and life.
Do you have a feeling about, kind of where you are? I mean, I'm sure you've heard the rumors, and I don't want to ask you anything transfer, all that stuff, but I mean, do you have an idea of what you want to do over the next year, or are you just kind of wait and seeing?
I'm just waiting and seeing already.
When do you think that you're going to be healthy?
I give it about a month and a half.
Do you have plans to go through spring ball? Do you want to go through spring?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where you're going to go through spring at?
LSU.
That's great news. That is fantastic news. How good was that Westgate football game last night?
I mean, it was great to watch. It was great. It was a great ball, honestly. First time ever going to a state competing, and then they won it by 1 point, so it was excellent to watch.
Did you know that they had review in high school football?
Yeah, I knew it.
How crazy was that last part of the goal line stand? You were in the building. What was the emotion like when that play went off during the time? I believe it was like a 7-minute wait when they were at the review. What was that like in the building?
I feel like when it come down to a moment like that, it's all about who won it the most. And Westgate won it the most, and it really showed.
Danny Lewis deserves an LSU offer. I mean, just like if we're talking objectively, I know that you don't control that, but I mean the tight end for you guys was phenomenal.
Yes, sir. I feel like he do deserve an LSU offer.
What was the news like for you on your quarterbacks, on Max Johnson and I guess Miles Brennan too? What was that like for you?
Well, I mean, it was huge news for me knowing that my quarterback had entered the transfer portal, so it kind of had a big shock on me. But we just seeing where it go from here.
How was this weekend for you in recruiting? Did you take part in the recruiting weekend? I know this was an enormous weekend for recruiting. Did you take part in it?
Yes, sir. I took a little part of it. And I saw a couple of the recruits. Kind of talked with a little bit of them.
How was exams?
Exams wasn't bad. It was kind of a good week. I know. I feel like one exam kind of got me, but other than that, I feel like it was straight.
What subject?
Kinesiology.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I've been there.
You should just tell me, put me on the field. I mean,
study a human movement and just watch the tape.
Forget these tests. Just put me on the field. So what is this? What is this next part for you going to be like? No football. I mean, no school now. Kind of how's the schedule work for you as you're not preparing for the bowl? Obviously, you'll be out with the injury. But what's your schedule look like?
Rehab. That's all it is.
Are you traveling over to the bowl? Will you be in Texas?
Yeah, I will be.
All right, bro. It's great to catch up with you, man. What was this first year of NIL stuff like? Now that you kind of got to step back and know what it was like and had a year under your belt. I mean, I imagine you're probably set up to make a ton of money next year. What was this run like?
I mean, it was kind of iffy to me coming in, but throughout the whole process, I kind of got more familiar with everything. Now I can say NIL is really going good.
Best of luck with everything, man. We will stay in touch. We'll talk to you next Sunday night. Can we pick this back up on Sunday night?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. There he is, Kayshon Boutte, LSU's top wide receiver. Said he's going through spring at LSU. Said he wants to sit and wait and wants to see him make his decision. And we'll see, man. We'll see.